Quiet too quickly for me. Good. Hi, welcome. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Welcome to Club Passim. Even those of you on the live stream, welcome. I am Abby. I'm going to be your host and your sound engineer for the night. I want to talk just a little bit about Passim. I'll go over the structure of the night, and then I'm going to read through the list of people just to make sure that we are all on the same page about who is performing this evening. So for those of you who don't know much about us, we here at Passim are a nonprofit organization. We've got shows every night of the week in the club, and we also run a school of music upstairs. We have several classes and workshops, both about learning your instrument, about playing with other people, some music business courses coming up, which is very exciting as well. We also have just started presenting our free outdoor summer concert series, so you can see everything that we're doing by grabbing not the candles, please don't grab the candles, by grabbing the calendars on your tables, or you can go to passim.org and see everything that we're doing, everything coming up. We've got shows posted even through October at this point, so there's a lot to come back and see. So we hope that you'll get involved, and most of these things I'm talking about are also live streamed. So for those of you who can't come to the club in person, you can enjoy a lot of our programming online as well. Couple quick housekeeping things about tonight. I need to point out our fire exits. There's one up here on stage just for emergencies, and there's the normal exit back out the way you came. Please take this moment to silence your cell phones and turn off your flash. I am looking particularly at a person whose phone has already gone off twice today. Please make sure that you turn it off, because it's hard enough coming up here and performing, and it can be very distracting when there's extra sound out here. So please do try to keep distractions out here to a minimum. What else to tell you? A huge hand for our wait staff tonight. Your server is Sarah. She's going to be coming around taking care of all of you. A big thank you to Katie on the live stream. She's also going to be wiping down mics in between everyone. She can also kind of help you get set up. So if you come up here and your hands are full and you don't know how to plug in, she's going to be able to help you out. And also a big thank you to Nora out at the box office. She can answer any questions if anything comes up during the show. She also has a list of the performers tonight, so if you lose track of where we are, you need to see where your set is, you can go talk to Nora. Our open mic tonight is 2 songs or 10 minutes, so if you're doing songs, please stick to 2 songs. If you are doing comedy or poetry or speaking or storytelling, please keep it under 10 minutes, please. We do have a lot of folks tonight that we want to give everyone equal stage time to. We've got 3 stations up here. We've got the keyboard station. It does have a sustain pedal down there. We have a standing station with vocal mic, instrument mic, and DI if you want to plug in. We've got a sitting station with the same, if you prefer to sit. We've got a couple instrument stands and a couple music stands. If there's anything else that you think you might need, just come on back and chat with me, and we'll see what we can do for you. So right now, I'm just going to read through our lineup for tonight. If I mispronounce your name, please do stop me. I'd like to announce you correctly when it's your time. Or if you think that you should be on this list and you're not, please let me know at the end as well. Up first, we're going to be starting with Francis Madden. Then we'll have Darian Castro, Punky D, Julia Wolf, Dan London, Marilla Zhu, Chris Ward, Richard Quist, Jade Scarpa, Jasmine Garland, Eloise Kirkpatrick, Catherine Constable, John Titone, wonderful, and Jax Baker. Is there anyone that I missed, anyone that I messed up? Amazing. The first performance is going well this evening. All right, you have already been a supportive audience for me. Please keep that going for the rest of the night. It can be scary to come up here, so as I announce each person from the back, please give us a great round of applause. And let's test that out with our first performer tonight. Please help me welcome up to the Passim stage, Francis Madden.
Usually I'm competing with bar fights. That's not going to happen here.
Start one.
Yeah, you can start one. These are all live. left with 2 hours. I left an hour early. Traffic on 90, and then parking here. I forgot all about that, and I work in the neighborhood all week long. But tonight I forgot all about that. 2 songs. The first song's just an ode to everyone who doesn't want to get up in the morning, and the second one is just a love song. One more love song. I wanna sleep, please let me sleep. I wanna sleep through the morning. I wanna sleep through the day. But what I want don't seem to matter all that much, 'cause I must be up and on my way. Get on, roll out of bed all you want. Roll on out of bed. Open up your eyes, lift up your sleepy head. No, it's not the judgment day. Ooh, get yourself out of bed. Anyway, the sun is up, are singing. Get yourself to work so you can make your living. But I wanna sleep, please let me sleep. I wanna sleep through the morning. I wanna sleep through the day. What I want don't seem to matter all that much, 'cause I must be up and on my way. Get on out of bed, y'all. Get up on your feet. Time is a-wasting. Get yourself some coffee and something to eat. No, it ain't the judgment day. Lucky for you. But get yourself out of bed. Sun is up, the birds are singing. Let the world know you're still alive and kicking. The sun is up and everything's just fine. Get yourself to work before you change your mind. Thank you. And now the second song. When I was young, they told me I had 3 wishes that in a single lifetime might come true. Till now I haven't used up any. It's a good thing, 'cause now that I've met you, I wish that you'd kiss me. I wish you'd hold me tight. I wish you'd say you love me all through the night. I've kept those wishes right here in my pocket, so they'd never be too far away. ever I needed to use one in a hurry, then I pressed against my heart as I prayed. I wish that you'd kiss me. I wish you'd hold me tight. I wish you'd say you love me all through the night. Today the sun is shining high above me, and a sweet warm breeze is blowing to and fro. I'm thinking about you as I'm walking, and repeating these three wishes as I go. I wish that you'd kiss me. I wish you'd hold me tight. I wish you'd say you love me all through the night, all through the night. Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's Francis Madden. Thank you for kicking things off for us tonight. All right, next up, please welcome to our stage Darian Castro.
Would it be easier to adjust? Yeah, do you mind helping? You want to sit or you want to stand? I can stand. You want to sit? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah. Yeah, there. Yeah, I can adjust over here. Are you getting it? Okay, cool. Hi, everyone. My name's Darian, and I'm going to sing some songs for you tonight. This first one is one I put out on the streaming services a few months ago. But it's a... Thanks. This is a song about overcoming hardships in life. And it's called Succumb. In pain, captured like a prisoner, no way to escape from the chains, drowned in disillusion, no path to resolution, but I found a way, carved my getaway. Didn't want to succumb you. fixed in disillusion, petrified by your intrusion. But I found a way, carved my getaway. I didn't want us to come, you. I didn't want us to come, you. So I wave and take my saving grace. Now I walk back on yesterday. Now I can fade warmth of your gaze. Hypnotic eyes, hope tonight, dressing in time. I didn't want us to come, you. No, but I think I might have found my breakthrough. So I wake and take my leap with faith. Now I won't look back on yesterday. No. Thank you. There was something special inside, but you sold out to please the crowds waving as you passed by. Well, everyone knows your name in this town. Your gentle soul was superior to the crown. Listen, I've been trying to tell you all of the things that others failed to in the past. It's in this verse, it's in this song. So listen close to the words to be sung. Never look down on your subjects, lower on the hierarchies. Condescending steps could have made the world a better place. So you'll find the wrong side of fate, or deny, but that kindness could soon be trapped in a kingdom of darkness. Lest you grip the demons you locked in chains. Good night, everybody. Thanks for having me.
And that's Darian Castro. I didn't mention it at the top, but as like Darian said, that that music which came out on streaming services. When you're up there, do feel free to talk about yourself. Talk about any other gigs that you have coming up, other open mics that you do, any music you have coming out, anything like that. Do feel free to brag on yourself. That time is yours when you are up there. All right, next up, please welcome, I believe for the first time to Club Passim, Punky D.
Well, I have this thing. It's a cable, for sure. Oh, that kind. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry. Oh, Lord have mercy. It wouldn't be even the 10th time that's happened. Okay. Hi, I'm Punky. Oh yeah. Thank you. I forgot about I'm Punky D. I use she/her. I'm a musician in Boston, and I've been writing. Well, I've been singing forever, writing more recently, and I'm gonna play 2 originals. The first one, actually, my friend Chris inspired the song. You can check him out. The Dopamine Fiends. The Dopaminies, and Troll 2, and Elijah. We got Elijah in the house. And yeah, thanks everyone for making this mic possible. It's my first time here. I don't know what the name of this song is, so if you have a suggestion, let me know. But I write it. No. I write a lot about grief, and this one, the anniversary of my best friend's death, Kendra, is coming up. And so I do a bunch of tributes to her, it seems. So this one is the newer one along that kind of vein. And I'm really proud of it. And here we go. Pick up the pipe and the papers. We're by the slide where Rex stole your sneakers. Hand to the chain link, my feet off the ground. I'm swinging like I am 8 years old. I'm swinging like I'm 8 years old. But first, pass me the drink. Pass me the drink. If I die now, I will be fine. Already blinded, I won't see the damn light. Sarah, will you help me go higher? She said. A pool of blood at her ears and her head. A pool of blood at her ears and her head. That waxing gibbous yells for me to wait. Those sirens wailing how patience is my fate. The sirens wailing how patience is my fate. Ooh, what if I too died now? Would I be fine? I'm not blinded, I have love you forever. I love you, can't you leave? Ooh, ooh, I love you forever. I do. I love you forever. I do. Do the dying linger? Because they know when they vanish, how do they help us grow? I love you forever. I love you, can't you leave? I love you forever. I love you, can't you leave? I love you forever. I love you, can't you leave? I love you forever. I love you, can't you leave? Pull the blood at her neck and her head. Pull the blood, I love you, I do. Love you forever, I love you, can't you leave? Thank you. Cool, yeah. I realize that these days I should give a trigger warning, I think, but yeah, I write about grief usually. All right, and the next one is also like grievy, but not like that, just like, you know, when you like grieve a relationship or something. Yeah, both of these songs I have to shout out my friend Andrew Perlman in Philadelphia, woo, 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 who helped me over Google Meet write some better lines and licks and stuff. So this one, yeah, is I like it. It's called Unconditional. 16 on that dumpster around our high school. That joint made you drool. The bubbly made me cool. It was midnight on that Tuesday. My phone calls in my way. Your shoulder pressed on mine, and there I wanted to stay when you said, hold me tight and don't let me see how I am a fiend in bed. I would rather bleed. Running on my mind. Ooh. When I was 19, I lost my mind. You did the year before. I was shaken to my core. You sang out for me in the dark. You said time doesn't know shadows, so kiss me. Why don't you kiss me? I still feel the spark. Do you? And hold me tight and don't let me see how I am a fiend in bed. I would rather bleed. How they're running on my mind. Ooh. West Philly on that Sunday. Those shrooms had you sideways. I searched for your door, you closed it, told me to do things like hold you tight and not let you see how you're feeling bad. how they're running on your mind. I can't get you, you can't get me out your mind. I don't have time. Why did I stay there with you? Hold you tight and not let you see how you're feeling bad and you'd rather bleed. How they're running on your mind. I don't have time. I will stay here with you. I will stay here with you. I will stay no matter Thank you. I have one song out on Spotify called Song for Kendra, and feel free to follow me everywhere at Punky, like punk with a Y and then the letter D. Thanks.
That's Punky D. Yeah, you can unplug and I'll come up and do things. Yeah. All right, next up, please help me welcome to the stage Julia Wolf.
Hi, everybody. My name is Julia. I actually just moved to Boston not too long ago, and I'm so excited to get involved in the scene here, so thank you all for listening to me for a few minutes. All right, here we go. So this is a song I wrote. I wrote it about people that you talk to, and they're just looking right at their phones. It makes me absolutely crazy, and I wrote this for a friend of mine who was doing that.
Cross that line and you'll be fine, my dear. Click that snap and miss what's happening here. and miss what's happening here. Look at me, give it up, you can't shut me up. Leave it be, that's enough, you can't shut me up. You can't shut me up. That's enough, you can't shut me up. Leave it be, that's enough, can't shut me up. You can't shut me up. You can't shut me up.
Thank you. So that one I wrote. This next one, I didn't. Don't come for me. But it's a great song, and I haven't really played live in Boston in a little while, so this is just a song I love playing, and it's by the great Leanne Womack. So I hope you enjoy.
Open up the windows, let the light back in. Tell all the birds start chirping again. 'Cause my baby's back from wherever he's been, and it's the end of the world. I take back all those things that I said about how I'd probably be better off dead. My reason for living is back in my bed, and it's the end of the world. It's the end of tomorrow. The beginning of a brand new day. Take all this sadness and sorrow I was fixing to live with, give it away. Goodbye, the darkness. Goodbye, the tears. Goodbye, the gray skies. Blue skies are here. The future's uncertain, but one thing is clear. It's the end of the world. The future's uncertain, but one thing is clear. It's the end of the world.
Thank you. I'm Julia Wolf. Nice to meet you all.
That's Julia Wolf. Welcome to Boston. Yeah. All right, next up, please welcome back to our stage Dan London.
My name's Dan London, and I'm putting my guitar back together for you. Let's see here. That's pretty good. So this song, a few years ago, there was a mini-series about Bob Fosse, the guy that he was a choreographer, director. And before that ever came out, I had actually written this song. So I was ahead of the curve on the whole Bob Fosse non-Broadway pop culture thing. It's called Bob Fosse Dreams of Napoleon and Leather. Actually, I should make sure Okay. And I smoked a cigarette with force. She did one last pirouette and filed for divorce. Oh, Bob Fosse dreams of Napoleon in leather. Oh, and the Queen of England in a purple bow of feather. Oh, Bob Fosse dreams of Napoleon in leather. Oh, Bob Fosse. And nothing gets you high as heels, and nothing's quite as shy as innocence reveals. Bob Fosse dreams of Napoleon in leather. Oh, and the Queen of England in a purple bow of feather. Oh, Bob Fosse dreams of Napoleon in leather. Oh, Bob Fosse. Rubber boots and fog machines and Lenny Bruce and Ben Vereen. Garter belts and pumps and tights and lies beneath the smoking lights. I go out with any girl in town, but I stay in with you. Rubber boots and fog machines and Lenny Bruce and Ben Vereen. Garter belts and bumps and tights and lies beneath the smoking lights. Bob Fosse dreams of Napoleon in leather. Bob Fosse dreams of Napoleon in leather. Oh, that's it. Thank you. You know what? This song's too hot for me. I'm supposed to take that thing off. Continental breakfast, cornflakes in a cup, coffee pods that never measure up. The half and halves of powder and the bagels all got shrunk. Wish I had another hour to sleep off last night's drunk. But I'm stuck here in the lobby with the families barely dressed, waiting for the continental breakfast, waiting to score some continental breakfast. Continental breakfast, That old joke sure rings true. If you can't elope, what would your honey do? The hotel tried to sell me on what I knew was a lie. And I wish someone would tell me how love disappears and why. 'Cause I'm stuck here waiting for you in my boots and Sunday best, trying to cruise through this continental breakfast. Hope I don't lose this continental breakfast. Continental breakfast, no one eats for free. Wish I had known how steep the cost could be. I remember that your kisses taste like bubble gum and wine. And those memories, they're sacred, babe. I watch them all the time. Like I'm back in that hotel room, watching you undress, waking to the continental breakfast, hoping to score that continental breakfast, hoping for more than just a continental breakfast. That's it. Thank you. Gonna unplug here. Oh yeah, you can find me on Apple Music, Bandcamp, Dan, London, just like the city. London's the city. That's just my first name.
Thank you, Dan London. We've got a lot of first-timers tonight. I believe we are going with another brand new person here to Passim. Please help me welcome up Marilla Zhu.
Hi, my name is Marilla. I will say it's hard to follow Dan's act, but I'll try. I'm not a professional poet, but I do have a few poems that I'm hoping to share with you all today. How I wrote them is I basically asked people I knew to contribute like phrases or fragments of sentences to incorporate into the poems, and it kind of got me thinking about the idea of just being in dialogue with other people and with the world, and so I feel very fortunate to be in dialogue with you all today. Okay, this first poem is called Anti-Gravity, and it's for Mariel Pate, who is a dancer and a particle physicist. Up, swing left, throw right arm back, spot the clock on the wall as you turn and turn again. Make weight seem weightless, tombe parabore, find the path of least resistance and defy it with grace. Mariel is dancing, and the world unravels with her. The laws of physics no longer hold. This next poem is called Gray Hair, and it's after a poem by my friend Gerald Terry of the same name. My mother told me never to go to bed with wet hair. You'll get pneumonia, she said. Your hair will turn gray. I wanted hair like my mother's, jet black waves cascading down my back, so I listened to her. I always dried my hair at night. When I got older, I watched my mother's hair turn gray, then white. She worried about her mother in Shanghai, locked down in a nursing home. Her hair started falling out in clumps. Stress, she said. I believed it, but I also believed it was more than that. The nursing home cut my grandmother's hair when she got sick, shorn close to the scalp like a boy's. It was easier for the hospice nurses to wash that way. I wonder if they followed my mother's instructions about wet hair. Last night, I took scissors to a lock of my still damp hair and snipped, hoping that lock of hair would stay black forever. And this last poem is called Not Currently Religious, and it's for Shayla Hedy and Noreen Kawaja. I'm not currently religious, but at age 40, I will probably have a midlife crisis and read the Brothers Karamazov for the second time and feel compelled to believe in God again. I'm only half joking. Really, though, I think it would be nice, when life becomes no more than a predictable ache, to trust that there is something outside ourselves that drives us to love and to be moved by love. Thank you.
And that's Marilla Zhu. A nice little poetry intermission for us tonight. I just want to check, is Richard Quist in the house? Oh, you're amazing. Okay, great. So Richard, you're going to be up in just a couple, but I just wanted to make sure that you were here. All right, next up, please help me welcome Chris Ward.
Hey, I'm Chris. Is this good the way it is? Everything's good? Yeah. A little bit of both.
Okay, great. That is perfect there. That's not your way.
All right. Sound all right? I'm going to do a song. It's about an activist, a woman named Regan Russell. Did anyone ever hear of Regan Russell in here? Yes? Oh. Well, Regan Russell was a Canadian activist. Her activism was decades long, progressively encompassing and diverse. She was killed on Juneteenth, which was yesterday, 3 years ago yesterday, at a protest. Ironically, she had been at a Black Lives Matter protest very shortly before she was killed on Juneteenth. But on that night there, she was at an animal rights protest. And I made it kind of underthought a little bit, the idea that everyone here is eating a bunch of stuff. And I'm singing a song about an animal rights protest, but that's okay. It's all good. I know the food's good. And she was killed that day by a truck driver who waded through several changes of lights at the entrance to this animal processing facility called, and I kid you not, Fearman's. And he waded through a bunch of lights, and he finally charged forward and hit her. He claimed he didn't see her, but she was quite a tall person. And curiously, that was the very first day in Canada that a new law by Parliament went into effect that said such a person couldn't be charged with vehicular homicide or manslaughter or something like that for that situation. But it's also a song about activism. Are there any activists in the audience? Yeah. And we're all activists sometimes. And so it's not just a song about her and what happened to her, but also a call to action in all the different areas of activism where you might be interested. And let's see. There's a great movie about it by the director of a film called Earthlings, if anyone has ever heard of that. What else did I want to say? I don't know. There's a line in it that, the cast of this song is Regan Russell,
she's the star, but then there's you guys, all the activists in the audience, and you can sing along. There's a line that has to do with the fact what they were doing that day is they sit outside and a truck will come, in this case full of pigs, and they rush up and they give them water, because some people don't know, but the business model for this sort of thing is to don't give the animals any food or drink for several days prior to them arriving at a facility. So the actors come up and they give the scared pigs a drink, and out of backpack waters and squirt guns and stuff, and then they go back to the sidewalk. And you know, everyone's in favor of treating the animals humanely and all that stuff, I think, and to not give them water and drink for several days, because it means that it's easier to, they're more docile, easier to handle, don't make a mess and in the trucks and in the facility. Instead, the mess is made of them often in the facility. I forget what I was going to say now. Well, I better just start the song, otherwise I'll run out of time, which might be a better thing. All right. Oh, we've got to tighten this up. Regan Russell. Regan Russell is her name. She gave her life with innocent animals on a hot and fateful day. She left her house and never came home, never guessing the end. Went out like yourself and others of a mind. Everybody sing. To give the pigs a drink of water when they're really scared. Come on and give the pigs a drink of water when they're really scared. Let's go now and give the pigs a drink of water when they're really scared. Oh, Regan, Regan Russell. That's all I got. Thank you.
And that's Chris Ward. All right, next up, please welcome to the stage Richard Quist.
Hi, I'm Richard Quist, as you heard. I'm from Worcester. Oh, yeah. Especially traffic jams around it. This first song's about my sister. She passed away a few years ago. Well, you know, she was one of the few heroes I have in my life. She was sick from the time she was a teenager, had 3 bouts of cancer. But she's one of those people who cherished life because of the threat to her life. And boy, she made the best of everything. She was wonderful. It's named Tracy. The other day, I went down to the shore. The other day, I went down to the shore. I was trying to find something. I was trying to find something. When I got there, my thoughts went back to the last time I was there. My sister Tracy had come along with me. She wanted to have some fun in the sun. Some fun in the sun. So when we got there, she just laid back and she had her fun in the sun. Yeah, her fun in the sun. Recalling this brought a tear to my eye. I began to cry because while my little sister was having her fun in the sun, yeah, her little girl dying right before my eyes. And she knew it, but it didn't stop her from having her fun in the sun. Oh yeah, she had to have her fun in the sun. It's gone now, more than 12 years. A day doesn't go by when I don't think about that girl. That girl having her fun in the sun. Oh yeah, her fun in the sun. So these days, whenever my little problems, oh, my big ones, are bringing me down, I think of my little sister having her fun in the sun. Yeah, fun in the sun. And I stop my whining. That girl would have none of that. She'd say you gotta make the best of what you got. Even when you don't got a lot, you gotta have your fun in the sun. Oh yeah, fun in the sun. Thank you. First time I got through that song without choking up a bit. Getting used to it, I guess. This next song is something that I wrote intentionally to try to be uplifting because the band I was playing with had a bunch of downer songs, and I had to come up with something. It's got to be better, more cheerful than this, at least sometimes. And if you notice, I stole from a few people on this one. It's called Battle Line. dodging verbal bullets and dancing through the lines. One more day hanging out with mankind, trying to find some hearts of gold to help me hold the line. I'm looking for someone to love. I'm looking for someone who'll love me. I'm trying to reach the stars above. I'm trying to find someone to come with me. One more day and I'll feel fine. Dodged verbal bullets and danced upon the line. popsicle to help me hold the line. I'm looking for someone to love. I'm looking for someone to love me. Trying to reach the stars above. Trying to find someone to come with me. Thank you.
And that's Richard Quist. Thank you, Richard. I want to mention to folks that this is the last call for food. Our kitchen is going to be closing, so Sarah is around if you need to flag her down for any last-minute dessert needs. Last fries. We're going to continue to serve drinks throughout the rest of the night, but we are going to be closing the kitchen, so last call for food. All right, next up, please welcome to the stage Jade Scarpa.
Hi, I'm Jade. This is my first time performing here, and I just have a personal essay for you guys, so thank you. All right. The odds of someone giving birth to 2 sets of twins in their lifetime are estimated to be 1 in 10,000, which is also the statistical likelihood of being struck by lightning. If my grandmother had been given the choice between options A and B, I wonder how quickly she would have run toward the nearest storm dressed only in chainmail. Before marrying, she claimed she didn't want kids, but World War II left my grandfather splitting his time between Revere and the Pacific Theater, and left my grandmother afraid that he wouldn't return. He came home for a week in 1945, and during that time, they must have realized that in the face of all that death, birth didn't seem so scary anymore. By 1946, their first child was born. A wartime pregnancy sounds romantic, like a Frank Capra movie. But one baby became 7, so It's a Wonderful Life quickly turned into Children of the Corn. The 2 of them were like an automotive assembly line, spitting out a boy, 2 girls, a set of fraternal twins, identical twins, and probably a small block engine somewhere along the way. 2 more kids, and she could have given birth to Fenway's starting lineup. Today, whenever my mother and I get together, she cites my grandmother's initial maternal apprehensions, reminding me that Nana never wanted to have kids either, before ending with, but it was the greatest joy of her life. She then reads my reaction, hoping that her anecdote will somehow burst through my barbed wire heart and I'll instantly start lactating. While my mother's jealous longing for a grandchild may have, in another time and space, been isolated to her attendance at baby showers and christenings, she's now fed spoonfuls of bitterness as she scrolls through Facebook, where friends and friends of friends all share pictures of their family's newest little blessing. Something, what looks to be a big toe swaddled in a muslin blanket, is crying in a hospital crib, the name tag revealing time of birth, weight, and height. The new mommy is photographed, face tired and swollen, but mustering a smile of victory. She doesn't care that she looks like Mitch McConnell. She savors the image. It becomes her new default photo, replacing the one from her maternity shoot, where she stands majestically in a field, adorned in a floor-length dress and flower crown, like one of the nymphs in a Botticelli painting. Just breathtaking. Family members comment, and my mother follows suit, digesting her envy that the new mommy isn't me. The next time we see each other, she'll pepper the conversation ever so seamlessly with hints of resentment. I went to the Christmas tree shop yesterday with Auntie and got a tablecloth for $10. I've got to show you. It's so cute. And speaking of so cute, Paula Foley's daughter just had her baby. She posted pictures yesterday. Avery, they named her. What do you think of the name? Do you like it? I guess, I say, aware that any display of slight enthusiasm will give her false hope and encourage further discussion. She's glowing, absolutely glowing. I'm so happy for their family. These conversations always end the same way, with me walking away as she both apologizes and asks if she can be my surrogate. I call her sick, tell her she has an illness, and then she offers to help me unload the dishwasher. Have I ever told you before that Nana never wanted babies either? She'll ask the next time we're together, and I'll take a deep, meditative breath. And who knows, Jade? They say twins skip a generation. I've heard stories about my grandmother's experiences raising her first set of twins, Ricky and Robbie, often referred to as the boys. The pair were always sneaking around in some way or another. They snuck up on my grandmother in the womb 2 weeks before she delivered, seeing as she was told her whole pregnancy she was only having one. Then, when the boys were 2, they snuck out of their apartment in Revere Heights and hid in the car until the cops finally found them and carried them inside, one under each arm. And another time, while my grandfather was at work, my Nana fell asleep on the couch and woke up to the sounds of crackling, like someone was wrestling cellophane. She followed the sound to the twins' room, but they had already snuck away. After lighting Ricky's bed on fire, the way the story's told, one can see a small blonde woman frantically beating a small mattress with a broomstick before wrapping her arms around its burnt remains and carrying it down the basement stairs, where she wipes soot from her face and shoves the rectangular mess of coils and batting through a small window just before the landlord can smell the smoke. Exhausted, she then runs across the street to her furniture store just in time for her husband to come home and ask how her day was. Sometimes I'll awaken from a nightmare, disoriented, gasping for air, the haunting refrain from my dream still echoing between my ears. They say twins skip a generation, Jade, followed by a menacing cackle. Most grandmothers pass down eye color or a talent for the arts, but I face the prospect that one day there could be 2 of me, 3 of me, running around, locking themselves in cars, lighting the house on fire. But you were a great kid, my mother always says, and what one often calls a lie, and then provides some revisionist story of my childhood. It will include the memories of the times we made Play-Doh from scratch and conveniently omit the time she dragged me across the entire first floor of the house by my braids. You honestly were such a lovable little girl, she maintains. When I was 10, I tried to build a lightsaber that would cut through human flesh. I had a box in my room dedicated to a collection of dead dragonflies. There was a string of about 10 years where people didn't let me sleep over their house because of my chronic postnasal drip, which caused me to constantly clear my throat like an engine that wouldn't turn over. But what about your husband? Somebody usually asks me when the topic of children comes up. About the only thing my husband and I have in common is that we're both not sure if we want to be parents. While I spent my childhood directing and starring in a one-woman production of Annie, my husband communicated mostly through gestures and facial expressions like a young Harpo Marx. When he was 3, his mother accidentally dislocated his arm when picking him up from his car seat to go trick-or-treating, and after 2 hours, Bobby finally let out a small, ow. When his kindergarten teacher asked him questions, instead of using his words, Bobby would look at them inquisitively and respond with a quiet little growl, which continued to substitute as a response to any question he just preferred not to answer. This inability to communicate with others delayed him from matriculating to 2nd grade, so when his parents dropped him off one night at a friend's house so that they could go on a date, they weren't surprised that upon pulling back up to the house 2.5 hours later, they saw Bobby standing in the exact same spot as where they left him, staring out the front door with his coat in his hands, waiting for them to come back for him. My husband and I have spent the past 4 years now bobbing and weaving around questions from friends and relatives about our plans for children. Please, I'll think, just ask me about politics or religion, anything else. I've never minded being forthcoming with people about the fact that I don't know if I ever want to be a mother. I tell them that I don't have the willpower to feed someone before myself, that I'm perfectly fine with dying alone, and that if my responsibility to something has a longer half-life than my mortgage, it's almost certainly off the table. But ultimately, I rest on the point that a kid is expensive, and mine would one day have to venture off to middle school in homemade clothes looking like an understudy for Tevye and Fiddler on the Roof. But still, during every holiday gathering, I see the anticipation on my parents' and in-laws' faces as we hand them their presents. They're hoping that Bobby's secretly filming as they open up shirts that read "World's Best Grammy and Grampy," or a puzzle that assembles to reveal a picture of an ultrasound. As they peel the paper off cardboard boxes, I know I'm gifting them a renewed sense of disappointment. Bobby's parents recently bought a house in South Carolina. There's not much here for them anymore. My dad's face keeps getting a little bit older every time we meet, and I'm suddenly terrified of time and the thought that I'll never be able to get it back. After purging the names and weights of her friends' new grandbabies, my mother will apologize, telling me that seeing her friends with their grandkids takes her back to the same feelings of emptiness and envy that she experienced during her many years of in vitro therapy. Since I've turned 30, though, my mother talks about my womb like it's the Mojave Desert, and if I wait any longer, I'll end up giving birth to a horde of bighorn sheep or a Joshua tree. Women have started having babies later in life than previous generations, but even so, 30 still seems to be the tripwire which, once hit, leaves you feeling the bariatric pressure of time, the tick of the eternal metronome that grows louder and louder with age. And maybe my mother's right. Will I become a modern version of Abraham's wife, Sarah, sending out pregnancy announcements at 90? I'm starting to get crow's feet. My ankles hurt in the cold. I have a favorite set of Tupperware. I started getting protective over my pens. Yet, while I'm left to calculate the remaining grains of sand left in my biological hourglass, my husband doesn't seem too concerned by this cosmic countdown. For now, any longing for parenthood is still satisfied for him by our geriatric pug, who we treat less like a pet and more like a young dauphin. And though Bobby's shown promise in taking on the arduous responsibility of filling the water bowl, he's still nursing the same habits and routines he had as a teenager, waking up 5 minutes before he's supposed to leave for work, forgetting to shut off the stove, referring to sauteed spinach as wet lettuce. So I sometimes wonder if he'll be able to nurture and safeguard a child. But recently, a few of our friends came over for a cookout. Once they'd said their hellos, unloaded their beers, and finally positioned themselves around the appetizers, Bobby silenced them and delivered a quick speech. So, thanks everybody for coming out for my birthday. Appreciate it. I'm happy to see you guys. And also, I have a tank of gasoline and a chainsaw in the shed waiting for anyone who lets out my dog. The protective threat of violence over our pug kind of impressed me. So, I decided to ask him shortly after whether or not he'd want kids. He looked at me inquisitively, and for a moment, I almost expected to hear a quiet little growl. Well, I want them if you want them, he finally said, which was the worst answer he could have given. If he wanted them, I could feel like a martyr and blame him when our armoire is covered in crayon. Well, I want my Saturdays to do whatever I want, I responded. Okay, I'd watch the kids on Saturday then. The hums of the radiator completed the conversation, and we got ready for bed. I try to picture my husband as a father, and I start to see an image of him watching over a little girl. But instead of a little girl, it's twin boys. The image focuses and sharpens, and they're all playing in the garage. But instead of playing, my husband's fixing his truck while the twins roll around in engine oil. And instead of a binky, one of them's sucking on a wrench. They're all filthy. But maybe, just maybe, when I pull into the driveway, they'll all be standing at the door right where I left them, waiting for me to come home. Thank you.
That's Jade Scarpa. All right, next up we have a regular, one of our regulars here at the Passim Open Mic. Please welcome up to the stage, Jasmine Garland.
guys, I'm Jasmine. Tonight I wanted to share with you a sad song and a happy song that I wrote. The sad one is about the fact that I moved to Boston from Chicago, and it was after the pandemic, so pretty recently. And for a long period of time, I had no friends. And I was really lonely, so this one is called Lonely Song.
Wide-eyed in the city lights, my first night alone. Left behind my worn-out town for this brand new home. I people watch at the coffee shop as people watch their phones. It's as if in loneliness I'm not alone. Lonely girls and lonely boys on their cold and glowing toys, they stare into the void. They try for love and try for friends, and when it breaks and starts to end, you're back inside the void, hoping you ain't lonely for life. Weary-eyed in the traffic lights on my way home. Another canceled plan downtown, so I find myself alone. Can't say I'm a stranger now, I know the streets by name. The next day at the coffee shop, not much has changed. Lonely girls and lonely boys on their cold and glowing toys, they stare into the void. They try for love and try for friends, and when it breaks and starts to end, you're back inside the void, hoping you ain't lonely for life. Days turn to nights in the city lights. People come and go anywhere the wind blows. You give your heart, then grow apart. People come and go anywhere the wind blows. That's why there are lonely girls and lonely boys on their cold and glowing toys. They stare into the void. They try for love and try for friends, and when it breaks and starts to end, you're back inside the void, hoping you ain't lonely for life. Lonely for life. Lonely for life.
Thank you very much. So that was kind of a downer. This next one is a bit happier. I'd like to dedicate it to all the positive people in my life who look at me like I'm something special. It's called, it's called The Way You Look at Me.
I like the way you get delighted seeing daisies near the driveway. I like the way you walk with me. I like the way you get excited hearing about my boring Tuesday. I like the way you talk to me. There's something different in your eyes, something very nice, something that eluded me. I used to feel invisible, it was miserable until I saw the way you see. I like the way you think of every little thing, like it's something special. And I like the way you think of me, baby. I something special. And I like the way you look at me. Baby, the way you look at me. I like the way you get misty-eyed when I play piano. I like the way you make me feel. And I like to play my favorite songs for you. I like the way you know I adore you. I like when you're with me, 'cause you show me things I can't see. I like the way you think of every little thing, like it's something special. And I like the way you think of me, baby. I like the way you look at every little thing, like it's something special. And I like the way you look at me, baby, the way you look at me, the way you look at me, and everything. Do, 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 do. There's something different in your eyes, something very nice, something that eluded me. I used to feel invisible, it was miserable until I saw the way you see. 'Cause I like the way you think of every little thing, like it's something special. And I like the way you look at me, baby. I like the way you look at every little thing, like it's something special. And I like the way you look at me, baby, the way you look at me, the way you look at me, and everything. Do, 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 the way you look at me.
Thank you. And that's Jasmine Garland. Thank you, Jasmine. I just want to check, is Catherine Constable in the house? No. Okay, all right, so we're coming down to our last few acts of the night. Thank you, everyone, for sticking with us. Thank you, everyone, for giving us your attention and your enthusiasm here. Our last three folks are going to be Eloise, and then John Tatone, and then Jax Baker. So we do still have one slot left. If anyone has been moved to join tonight, I do have one spot left at the very end of the night. Feel free to come over and talk to me in the next couple songs if you would like to perform tonight. I'm sure there's a guitar that you could borrow. There's our keys. You could do some spoken word stuff, whatever. So just let me know if you are interested in filling that final slot for tonight. But right now, please put your hands together for Eloise Kirkpatrick.
Okay. Hi, my name is Eloise. I'm from a little bit north of Boston. I'm actually a junior in high school, but on my free time, I just play a little music. And this is a song that I put on Spotify, Apple Music, and all the streaming platforms called Fire Driven. When your smile started rusting and your eyes saw nothing, you fell down, you fell hard, you gave up on the beautiful parts of you. Under pills you're taking, rating of your whole, rating of the person you thought you once were. Please come home, please come back. You're running in circles, you're dying to crack. Knock on the door of am I okay? The harder you fall down, the less of you stays. 'Cause you're fire driven and your mind's been slipping. You used to laugh, you used to cry, you used to feel all the ways of this life. Please come home, please come back. You're running in circles, you're dying to crack. Knock on the door of am I okay? The harder you fall down, the less of you stays. Oh, the less of you stays. Oh, yeah, you used to be brave. Oh, I know it's hard to crawl when you're sitting on yourself, but I swear to you right now, there's nobody else to pick you up when you're half asleep and to help you walk through your worst bad dreams. Just your skin and your bones, the lack of control. But don't you remember when you were little, you were young on the run, learning to breathe. You let all your fears go, nothing was crazy. Now I feel like I'm talking to half of a soul. Won't you listen to me? Please come home, please come back. You're running in circles, you're dying to crack. Knock on the door of am I okay? The harder you fall down, the less of you stays. Oh, the less of you stays. Oh, yeah, you used to be brave. Oh, oh, the less of you stays. Oh, thank you. Okay, so this next song, I've actually started recording my own music in January, and this next song is another song that I wrote. It's the first one that I recorded. It's called Pretty Eyes. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, I do. No, like it just shut off, so it's still on. But it's okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So this is called Pretty Eyes. I liked a cold hand on a summer night, 'cause I fell asleep to a sunrise when I watched you, and I fell hard 'cause I wanted more than these everyday hearts. How you showed me a strong breeze that's taken me places I thought were just dreams, and my greatest days are with you. How you broke down walls that my mind
your pretty eyes always compromise with my pain inside. And your beating chest, different from the rest, in all the ways words can't describe. And I've dreamed a life with you, but I'm scared 'cause we're young and we change. If this isn't forever, for right now, can you please just stay? We could have a lifetime ahead, but we don't know, it could be just days. So gaze at me slowly, taking this moment, right time, right place. But I think we both know that what's meant to come true will come true. So I'll cherish each moment, each day that I spend with you. And your pretty eyes always compromise with my pain inside. And your beating chest, different from the rest, in all the ways words can't describe. And little by little I'm falling for all of you. And little by little I'm growing up, fearing losing you. And I've dreamed a life with you, but I'm scared 'cause we're young and we change.
Thank you. Thank you. So my name is Eloise, and you can follow me on like Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, just Eloise Kirkpatrick. Thank you.
Thank you, Eloise. Folks, be sure to check her out online. And you're recording your own stuff now, so that sounds like you're going to put more out soon. Very exciting. Fantastic. Thank you so much. All right, down to our final two performers of the night. Our penultimate act tonight. Please welcome to the stage John Tatone.
Hi, everybody. It's hard to see. I'm so excited to be here. Love Club Passim. Thank you guys so much for doing this awesome night, and hope to make you proud. I'm really honored to be on this stage. My name is John Tatone. It's more strumming, so. All right. This one goes out to my buddy Paul, who came out tonight and requested this one. So it's Leslie Van Houten. like Leslie Van Houten. Part of me could give you everything. All of me knows you are wrong. I could be the one, help you fly your way back home. Beautiful face, follow down dark alleys. My hopeful glance made you do the same. Come in peace, knowing much violence, hoping I am sane, knowing I'm lost. Beautiful like Leslie Van Houten, I would rather kill than die for your love. Beautiful like Leslie Van Houten, but part of me knows you are wrong. Beautiful face may take you to places that you might wish you had never been. This here smile met me some women, these eyes wish they had never seen. Come in peace, I come, knowing too much, I come seeking sanity, trying to forget your touch. Beautiful like Leslie Van Houten, but all of me knows you are wrong. Thanks, guys. I love you too. This is a song I lost for about 20 years, and this is a true story. I didn't remember having written it, so I stopped playing music for a little bit, but not enough to forget I wrote a song, really. But so this song was lost for 20 years until about a week ago, and it's back. So it's yeah. I hope. Here we go. We're sitting and waiting, watching the world go by, wasting away, we're wasting our time, wondering, could I have gotten in your way? Wondering if it's my feelings that change, and I said, Johnny, he comes and he goes, he's leaving, I don't know why, I'm gonna do what I'm doing here, far away from where I thought I would be today. We're sitting back on that old couch where we'd fool around, looking at those burn holes. I can't help burning this all down. Yeah, I see it all has changed. My whole goddamn universe has been rearranged, and now that Johnny, he comes and he goes, he's leaving, I don't know why, I'm gonna do what I'm doing here, far away from where I thought I would be today.
looking right at you now. And you don't look so near. I'm looking through everything I swore I once knew. Can't see anything, and I don't feel the same. You're leaving me tonight, but I can't say I can complain about it. Johnny, he comes and he goes. He's leaving. I don't know what I'm gonna do, or what I'm doing here, far away from where I thought I would be today. Far away from truth, far away from you, far away from truth. Sweet oblivion is pulling me under, she's calling out my name. Sweet oblivion is pulling me under, she's calling out my name.
Thank you guys so much for listening. I'm John Tatone from Lawrence, Massachusetts, and I love you guys. Thank you.
That's John Tatone. There's another first-timer here to the stage. Yeah, you're all set. All right, folks, we have reached the end of our evening. I just want to say once again, thank you to all of our performers tonight. Thank you for bringing... Yeah, I know. Yeah, we've got one more. I was doing a nice lead-in. No, don't worry, we got you. No. I want to thank everyone who performed tonight. Thank you so much for coming. You guys are why we are all here. We do not have a regular schedule for the open mic, but we do have some more coming up this summer. So if you are interested in coming back, those of you online too, if you want to tune in again, just keep an eye out on passim.org/open mic if you would like to sign up or just watch. This is a really cool way to come out and meet new folks in the community. So thank you for all your first timers coming out, being brave, and sharing your music and your poems and your songs and your stories with us. All right, so to wrap up this evening, we have, I think, another first-timer to Passim. Amazing, so many first-timers this time. Please give our last warm welcome to Jax Baker.
Hi. I'm Jax. I haven't performed live in a really long time, so I'm like hecka shaky. Please forgive me. But similar to Eloise, I just graduated high school, which was quite the feat. 4 years of absolute torture. I'm gonna sit, but I'm just really shaky. I don't have a plug-in. My hate setup is that I'm short. Don't say oh. It's hey. It's not sad. Very cool. Okay. So the first song I'm gonna play is Nutshell by Alice in Chains. I like a lot of rock music, but rock that's kind of calm. And I grew up with this song. My dad taught me how to play the guitar. I've been playing for 10 years, and I'm a teacher. And this is one of the first songs he ever introduced to me. Can you hear it? Okay. Chase Miss Pretty Lies. is raped. My privacy is raked. And yet I find repeating in my head, if I can't be my own, I'd feel better dead.
Sorry, that was my mom. I love you, Mom, but this next song is one I wrote myself. Oh, goodness gracious. I wrote it, I don't know, probably in like 7th grade. I was having a moment of jealous, middle school. I started dating my first girlfriend. I was having a moment of jealousy, I guess. I don't know, it's a good song, but I don't really feel the feeling of jealousy anymore. That's something you can grow out of. Fun fact. But I put it on my EP that I released June of 2022. I'm hoping to release another EP soon, but I'm a spaz, so working on that. This is called Blue. Blue circles on the comforter. That's how I feel when you comfort her. Blue, blue. But you always turn around and give me that smile. It brings me a feeling I haven't felt in a while. Bright beams crashing through. My heart stops when I look at you, but the fact that you make me so happy makes me scared. What if you leave me when I'm wide open and unprepared? But I'm sure you wouldn't. You probably couldn't. We always end up in each other's arms. Sometimes we'll be blue, red and green too. But I know I'm always yellow when I'm with you. When I'm with you. When I'm with you.
And that's Jax Baker. Jax, how can folks find you online? So keep an eye out online for Jax Baker. Thank you again, everyone, for performing. We'll see you next time.